Among those still in Afghanistan, the family of an IU Bloomington professor who was raised in the country, now taken over by the Taliban. News 8 Sierra Hignite spoke with him today, and Sierra, he told you that his family is fearing for their lives.
That's right. His family is like many others tonight stuck in Afghanistan under Taliban rule as the conditions there continue to worsen and become more dire by the day. He says that he is desperately trying to do all that he can to bring them to safety. Nazif Sharani came to the United States to complete his education in 1967. Since then, he's taught at prestigious universities across the country and for the last 31 years has been a professor at Indiana University. Many of his family members, though, are stuck in Afghanistan under Taliban rule.
They have done nothing but harm the people in the country. And as such, people are afraid of them. They're scared.
Sharani says that because of his efforts in educating and spreading the truth about the Taliban, as well as his family members' jobs connected to national government in Afghanistan, they're worried that they will soon become targets of terrorists.
It's important to remember that Taliban do not need reason to harm people. They can do it, and they have done it.
In the 2 weeks since the Taliban took over Kabul, there have already been civil rights setbacks, with women's rights becoming more and more limited.
They are now saying that university students have to segregate, and they should have separate classes, separate teachers, and so forth. For a poor country like Afghanistan, that's an impossibility.
Sharani says that despite promises made by the Taliban, people living in Afghanistan are on edge.
They have already imposed, despite what they're saying, that they're going to call amnesty and not take revenge and not bother people. The truth is, what they have been doing is the opposite of that. People have been shot, people have been hanged, people have been searched and their properties confiscated.
As for those who are awaiting escape from Afghanistan without an official American presence in the country, Sharani says that the situation isn't favorable, especially for Afghan citizens who have no paperwork connecting them to another country.
To describe it anything other than grim is probably not correct. The situation is really scary for those who are there. If they're American citizens or green card holders, permanent residents who have been left behind, it is very serious.
Sharani says that he has spent the recent days working on paperwork and going through the proper channels here in the United States in efforts to get his family out of Afghanistan. But he says if this doesn't work, he isn't sure what more they'll be able to do. Reporting, I'm Sierra Hignite, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.